Holy crap, she's a Titan. If she's a Titan, and he's a Titan, are you a Titan? Can't trust anybody nowadays. Holy shit. Let's do this review, guys. Hey, what is up, Chaos Squad? It's Chaos Spike checking in once again, doing another weekly review of one of my favorite animes, Attack on Titan. So, this one is on episode 30 called Historia. So, we do a little flashback when we got Ymir and Christina, when they used to live in Canada, it looks like. It's just kind of showing their past a little while ago, and how Historia could... It almost seems like she gives up too easy, and Ymir thinks she wants to off herself because of her past, and she's got people after her, and I'm not sure if the translation was 100% correct there or not, because it said, because you're a mistress or something like that, I think, Crunchyroll's thing said, and I know what she actually is, and if that is what it said, that's not an accurate translation. It's kind of my little nitpicky thing with watching subbed anime. Sometimes they don't translate it properly. But anyways, Days or Daze, I think it's probably Days. That's the way it's spelt. One of their friends got hurt, like showing off. She's trying to save him. Ymir says there's no way you can save him. Not in his condition. It's his fault. But he has a chance if we throw him off the cliff. And she's like, he won't survive, and you look at the cliff and you're like, damn, that's some savage shit right there. He will definitely fall and die. He will be a pancake, but maybe the snow will break his fall. Could be a little bit fluffy, right? Ymir says, you know what? I'll do it. Since you won't do it, she boots her. She goes flying down a little bit of a hill, hits the tree, a bunch of snow falls on top of her, and then Ymir, you see this flash of light, and she's, Historia, she looks and she's gone. And what that was insinuating is obviously Ymir used her Titan powers to save him. When she gets back, she sees Ymir sitting down and she's like, man, I did a stupid thing. I've been saying, I think I said Christina earlier, it's Krista. So she was like, I did kind of a stupid thing. And she's like, God, you had no ropes. How is this even possible? All that kinds of stuff, and he is alive. He's looking pretty shaken. I'm not sure if it's because of his injuries or maybe he witnessed Ymir's Titan form and he might know her secret. Ymir looks at Krista and she's like, okay, it could be safe to tell you my secret, but you have to promise, once my secret is revealed, you have to tell them this or something like that. And then we jump forward where it left off last episode, her jumping off, and then she starts messing up Titans. Her Titan form is actually pretty weird. I think in the manga, the way she was scaled, it looked bigger. I thought in the manga. It's been a while since I read that chapter when I've seen her in Titan form. It's been quite some time. But I don't remember her looking like such a midget. I remember it being like quite animalistic, like she's really good on all fours. She's very fast. Must be her Titan's like attribute. Really big like fingernails and like toenails, claws, stuff like that. And really like rabid, like just ripping people open with her mouth. Her teeth are really crazy. But I didn't know she was so midget-like compared to the other Titans. Like she's a very small Titan. So she's killing a whole bunch of them. She's starting to lose the battle because there's too many, and she's trying to get away from them, climbing up the tower. She realizes if she does that, the tower's going to go down, all of her friends are going to die, and then she's like, I can't do that. She lets herself fall, and then Krista's like, shit, you can't do that. You bitch at me for giving up, per se, so you can't do that. Let the tower fall. And then she jumps back up and starts whipping rocks and doing all these cartwheels all around the tower, throwing all the bricks down, hitting all the people, all the Titans, and then the tower falls. She jumps up and says, grab a hold if you want to live, kind of thing. It's kind of interesting because that's another thing. Maybe I should have went back and found that chapter because I wanted to check a couple things, but I don't remember her trying to talk or talking in the manga. So that could be a slight difference, but again, that's not a bad thing. Just do it right if you make differences, right? That's the Chaos rule of thumb. And the anime has been phenomenal. They haven't done a bad job once. I've noticed in Attack on Titan. Um, so they all grab a hold. She jumps down, kind of saves them, but then she starts getting ripped apart because she goes to finish off on the Titans. They all rise up from the rubble. They start eating her, but then who comes in? My girl Mikasa. She comes in with a 360 no scope on the back of the neck. Boom! And then Aaron comes in and kind of messes up, and they're like, "I told you to stay back" or whatever. And then they all kind of start saving them or whatever. All the Titans are wiped out. We see Ymir laying down in her human form. She's got that kind of veiny kind of whatever it is, the membrane that kind of attaches them to the nape, like all over her neck. She's missing, I think, her right arm and right leg. She's in pretty bad shape. I'm like, is she dead? And then she kind of opens her eyes, gives a smile, and the episode is done. Damn, these episodes go by so fast. So let's break down the episode real quick. The episodes, man, they're like what? 24 minutes or something like that. Maybe 20. I think they might only be 20. They feel like 5 minutes long because it's just so much happens. It's such a fast-paced, action-y kind of style, and there's so much going on in the advancement of the story. But yeah, it feels like when you watch it, you're like, holy crap, I wish it was longer. And so everybody's probably asking, is she dead? My opinion is, no, she's not dead. Because, as we've seen before, Aaron's gotten hurt in his Titan form, and when he comes out, he's in pretty bad shape. But him being able to transform into a Titan kind of grants him a little bit of regenerative, like attributes, kind of thing. He heals fast, and because he got his whole arm and leg chomped off when he first got eaten by that Titan, and he has his leg and arm back now. So there's no question in my mind she's not dead. A lot of people will be putting clickbait up and saying, is she dead? And this big discussion, she's not dead. I'm going to guarantee she's not dead. That's my chaos guarantee. That episode was great. It was phenomenal. It's another 9.5 out of 10. I'm not a guy, again, to give things 10 out of 10, but damn, all these episodes are pretty damn close. The action's there, the animation quality is there, the soundtrack's there at the start. Again, I still love the original one. Still one of my favorites. There's actually a chick that does YouTube videos, and she actually sells the songs on iTunes. She plays the original song on a violin, super fast. It's friggin' sweet. But anyways, yeah, notable things. Ymir's a Titan. She's not dead in my opinion. Now everybody knows she's the Titan. Oh, and one thing I kind of skipped over. I actually took notes. I didn't even look at one of my notes. I pretty much got them all for the most part by the looks of it. Yeah. The only one I did skip over was the Reiner thing. We learned that Ymir's Titan form is the one that ate Reiner's friend during childhood, the one that sacrificed himself. Now, that's another point that I'm kind of curious if that happened in the manga. It must, because a lot of these things that I'm kind of on the fence if it actually happened in the manga. I don't remember Attack on Titan really veering from the manga too often, so I'm kind of inclined to think it probably did happen. But if not, that's kind of cool. But it probably did, and I just don't remember because it took 4 years for season 2 to come out, and I'd already read way past all this in the manga prior to season 1. So it just might be I don't remember. But so Reiner is kind of pissed off that she ate his boy. So I just found out, a lot of people already knew this. Season 2 is only going to be 12 episodes, and I think season 1 was 24 or something like that. So we get a shorter season, and it took 4 years to come out. That sucks. That really sucks. Hopefully, the next few seasons do not take 4 years to produce. But it's kind of a double-edged sword. Some animes aren't done very well. The production value, animation, and the storylines kind of whatever. Even though if the storyline's already made from a manga, the storyline should be solid. But they're just not done well. If that's what's going to take them to have an awesome anime every single time, okay, I might just have to bite the bullet and wait 4 years. but it's gonna take forever to do. Like, it's gonna take, if it's 4 years a season, I don't know how many seasons they're gonna do based on the manga. The manga's still ongoing, but I'm not sure how much life it will have left in it. If it's 5 seasons, that's like 20 years. That seems kind of crazy. So I think they'll probably speed up production, which is probably good. I'm not sure why it was so delayed, but I remember hearing multiple delay news, kind of breaking news things or whatever. So hopefully it doesn't take us long. And one cool thing is Attack on Titan doesn't seem to put much filler in their stuff, so the storyline accelerates forward very quickly. I find there's no adding 5 episodes of filler. Like, that's why we only have 12. That's why we only had 24. They just they progress very quickly, so that's a pretty cool thing too. Another double-edged sword. You could get some more episodes if they added maybe a little bit of filler. And again, my opinion on filler is it's not bad if it's done right, and if it contributes to character development and story development. There's some animes out there that are like crazy long because 50% of it's filler, and it has nothing to do with the main story or progression to the story. So that's it. Awesome episode. Gotta check it out. Obviously, I probably should have threw a spoiler warning in first, but I'm assuming if you're watching the review, you don't need a spoiler warning. Peace out, boys and girls.